Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Welcome everyone. I'm Whitney Ward. We begin tonight as Washington is sending newly formed teams of nurses to long-term care facilities hit hardest by the coronavirus.
Some of those teams will be heading right here to Spokane County. KREM 2's Taylor Vito explains what the teams will be doing and what happens next.
These are people willing to go into the epicenters, the hot spots, and very brave individuals who have signed up to do this.
When it comes to COVID-19 outbreaks at long-term care facilities in Washington, it's not just the residents who are being impacted, but staff too. We've heard from local care facilities and health officials. As cases spike and care is needed, employees have to quarantine.
A lot of these facilities severely undermanned just as it's peaking, so it's hopefully help them out a little bit as we go through the surge.
This week, Washington's Department of Social and Health Services announced it's deploying what they're calling rapid response crisis staffing teams. They'll head to help out long-term care facilities. There are 6 teams with 8 people per team. They're made up of primarily contracted nurses. The state is using $1.3 million in CARES Act funding to pay for the teams. The teams are being called brand new and were signed off on just earlier this week.
Yeah, they'll be there doing whatever they can, wherever they're needed.
The teams will go to the areas of highest need, the state says, which for now includes Spokane County. Teams will also be in Yakima County and in western Washington. The teams could be repositioned as needed, though. Just in Spokane County, the state says over 160 deaths have been linked to care facilities, and DSHS says they know people are growing tired of not being able to visit loved ones in person.
It's been really tough on everyone, of course, but we're hoping everyone can hold on here for a little longer. The vaccine is on the way, but it's not here yet. It'll, of course, take some time to distribute it even once that starts. So
for now, it's not clear which care facilities the team could head to in Spokane. The state is asking nursing homes to apply for the teams, and then they'll be sent to where they're needed most. As of this morning, no final decisions had been made just yet. In Spokane, Taylor Vito, KREM 2 News.
Idaho's vaccine committee met today to start planning for the arrival of the vaccine in the state. Idaho expects to start distributing that Pfizer vaccine by mid-December. It's only expected to get about 14,000 doses in the first installment, which made choosing who would get the doses even more difficult. The committee plans to distribute the vaccine first to healthcare providers and to people living and working in long-term care facilities. By the end of December, an additional shipment of more than 90,000 doses of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine are expected in Idaho.
And today, Spokane Regional Health is reporting 325 new coronavirus cases, as well as 6 new deaths. There are currently 136 people in the hospital.
Meantime, across the state line, Panhandle Health reporting 333 new cases today. That brings the total to more than 10,700 cases in North Idaho. 1 new death was reported for a total of 124. 63 people are currently hospitalized.
And to meet the increased demand for COVID tests, a new drive-through testing center is now being set up at the Spokane Arena. The team from Chaz Health was setting up that site today, although it will not actually start testing until this Sunday. Chaz will continue testing at all of its other sites, but they wanted one centralized drive-through location. So they are asking people to be prepared, though, for wait times as long as 2 or 3 hours, depending on the time of day.
To get tested at the arena, you need to have COVID symptoms or have had direct COVID exposure or be a worker at a nursing home. Testing is first come, first served, but you have to fill out the registration paperwork online before you leave home. It'll make things go faster for everyone. The new arena testing center will be open daily from 9 to 3. The current turnaround for test results expected to be 1 to 3 days. And for more information on the testing location and other options for getting tested, just text us the word TEST to 509-448-2000. We'll send that information directly to your phone.
All right, we want to switch gears and turn things over to Tom Sherry now as we talk about a really chilly day. Thinking that we would maybe get above freezing today, but it turns out that just didn't happen.
No, yesterday I said that we might even hit 40 degrees if we got the sunshine, if we burned off the low clouds. That did not happen today. So the first 3 days of December, blue sky and sunshine. Today we just could not shake the low clouds and fog. We didn't have any clouds up above us, but we sure did on the surface. And that's because we've got very stagnant air. That air stagnation advisory in effect through Monday morning. Air quality, though, still moderate. AQI now is lows at 65. There's that 31-degree mark we've been at all day long. Wind is out of the northeast, a light wind at 8 miles per hour. Satellite and radar picture, again, not showing you any real cloud cover, and it doesn't really pick up clouds on the ground or fog, but you see we've got no real atmospheric clouds moving across the area. We're going to look for more low clouds and fog through the weekend. 35 on Saturday, 34 expected on Sunday, so generally a chilly day. I'll check the rest of your 10-day forecast, which includes some showers coming up in a couple of minutes.
Talk to you then, Tom. Thank you very much. Today, President-elect Joe Biden called the latest jobs report evidence of the worst economic and job crisis in modern U.S. history.
Millions of people have lost their jobs or had their hours slashed. They've lost their health insurance or are in danger of losing their health insurance. If we act now, we can begin to regain momentum.
Biden is calling on Congress now to pass an emergency spending bill as soon as possible. Negotiations for that economic relief bill were on pause but are now ongoing.
Local restaurants are adjusting to the new rules after the statewide shutdown. Tonight we have more insight from the owner of Ruins after his Facebook post asking the community for support went viral.